Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the chat. How are you all doing? How you doing, Monty? How you doing, Alex? How are you doing, Freddie, my friend? It is a fucking tough life, let me tell you. It's a fucking tough life. I am fucking dying, and that is the best way to put it. Right, I'm checking Discord now, Freddie, bro. But let me tell you, I am absolutely fucked right now. But we're alright. Freddie. Yo, Freddie, check you out, bro. You need to check the steering wheel I've got, bro. Oh, and by the way, earlier on today, I was doing some editing, I was chilling and chiving, and do you know what happened? This happened, right? I posted a video, obviously earlier on today, on Football Manager with Manchester United, and Harry Amass scored a screamer. And as I was sort of playing through some games and stuff off stream, this happened. Stephen Amass became a subscriber. Is that Stephen Amass related to Harry? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's something we'll have to check out. Shall we actually find out? Harry Amass family. Stephen Amass. I'm trying to find out who Stephen Amass is because he's just followed. He subscribed to my channel. What a guy, what a guy. How is everybody doing then? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is okay. There's obviously a lot to chat about in regards to Derby County and transfers at the moment. Obviously, we've got a lot of murmurs going off throughout the course of social media at the moment. Who's linked with us? We'll go through that in a moment. We're definitely in a position where there's lots to discuss, though. Obviously, with the Curtis Nelson rumours, with obviously the rumours regarding Ebel Adams as well. There's a lot going on that needs to be acknowledged and needs to be spoken through as we sort of look towards what we're going to do in this January window. Now, I know it's a difficult one to really discuss because we don't really know where we are right now, but we're in a position where we're going to begin to get an idea of where Derby County see themselves come the end of this season, and we have to be very sort of honest about what that is. Personally, as a fan, I think we're probably looking more like mid to bottom half of mid-table, but obviously there's a lot that can be changed from that. What's this Nelson like? Nelson is a very, very good centre-back. Unfortunately, they obviously had that ACL injury just over 12 months ago, and we've obviously replaced him. But I think he still has the capability to play at a decent level, if I'm completely honest. What's the latest on Adams? So there's two clubs interested in Adams at the moment, Sheffield United and Luton Town, as per reports. I'm not claiming to know anything more than anybody else, but according to reports, it is Sheffield United and Luton Town that are interested in Adams, which sort of puts us in a little bit of a difficult spot. 14th, I reckon we finish. That wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. I'd take a 14th sitting here right now, to be quite honest with you. 14th would do for me, so long as we're comfortable and it's not one of those which lasts until, I don't know, the last game of the season. I'll be happy. What's happening with Bello? To be honest with you, since the report, there's been absolutely no updates. So we're very much in a situation where we're not entirely sure what's happening with that one, especially on a fan base perspective. Now, there may be someone who knows a little bit more about that situation than me, but as it stands right now, all I know is that we are interested, but no deal has been confirmed or anything like that. What about Diamond? I don't think Diamond will happen, personally. I think Diamond is simply a case of worst case scenario. But I'll be quite honest, I don't think it'll happen. We are like 11 points off relegation, I think, so if we don't go on a bad run, we'll be fine. Yeah, in my personal opinion, I think I said this a couple of days ago, that I think Derby County are in a position where we're pretty much safe from going down, really. But in terms of going up, I know the point gap is smaller, but we're about 1,000,000 miles away, to be completely honest. But I do apologise for the sound of my voice. I've got a bit of a cold brewing. I guess that's what happens when you sit in -2 degrees watching Derby County lose to Wrexham. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, we had Darren Cox return to Derby County over the course of the last 24 hours from his loan at, I believe it was Walsall. He's now back with Derby. If I'm completely honest, he only played, I think it was 6 or 7 times at Walsall. Again, another failed loan move in my opinion. So we're sort of going to have to wait and see what happens with that one. I don't think he'll be a part of our squad, but I do think he'll probably play for the B team and stuff like that. How you doing, Kai? Is Darren a future signing? Probably for you guys, yeah. But he'll also have he's also got the ability to have an impact now, I think. Second half was absolutely abysmal. Yeah, it was dire. It was dire. The whole game was dire. The only saving grace was that I had a heated jacket which I bought for Christmas, and that literally saved my life. Is Curtis leaving? Definitely seems to be something that is being discussed. He's not been involved in the last couple of games either. I appreciate the follow, Hunter. I think Jack Diamond. I don't know if we'll get Jack Diamond. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think Diamond is as good as many people think he is, if I'm honest. I think he's decent at League One. Thank you for the heart, Hunter, bro. Appreciate that. I think he's one of those players that I'm not quite sold on. Can you take Roos back, please? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can keep him, thank you. You can keep him. Not a player I want anywhere near our building, especially when we've got Zetterstrom in the building. But in other news, we need Armstrong. Yeah, we fucking do. In other news, Harry Amass looks to be going back to Manchester United. And Derby were a club that were interested in Harry Amass during the summer. Obviously ended up at Sheffield Wednesday because of game time. Pretty much that was the only reason. He's now about to sign a new contract at United, and I think there could be a move higher up the table in the Championship, and I think it would be a good opportunity for us in that left wing back position to offer a little bit more solidity, a little bit of a different option to that of Callum Elder. Do you rate Louis Sibley? Louis Sibley, COVID Louis Sibley, one of the best players I've ever seen play for Derby. Current Louis Sibley, not a chance. What's up with Ibu and Nelson? Well, Nelson is linked with a move to Bolton or Huddersfield as of right now. And Ibu Adams is linked with a move to either Luton Town or Sheffield Wednesday. No, Sheffield United, not Sheffield Wednesday. Apologies, all the Blades. We need Armstrong, bid midfield rebuild for next season. Yeah. Would you take Cashin back on loan? Stoke want him, apparently. I don't know. I think we've moved past Cashin, to be completely honest. I completely understand there's always going to be that feeling towards Cashin as an academy player, that he can do a job and he can be involved for us, but I just don't think we need him. Who's new rumours? Well, that's the problem. There's not really a great deal in terms of new stuff. Wednesday is a pointless rumour. Yeah, pretty much. Anything to do with Wednesday just needs ignoring. Blackburn want cash in too. Yeah, Blackburn do want cash in. Whether that happens or not is going to be very interesting. My friend said that Robinson's shit. Nah. He's not shit. He's just not had game time. And it's really interesting because we had a conversation on stream. I think it was the day before we played Wrexham. And then on the radio the next day, Ed Dawes brought up the exact same conversation I was having about youngsters. And Darren Robinson falls into that category of players who showed that they're capable but just weren't given opportunities. So we're going to have to sort of wait and see how that goes. CBT got minutes? Yes, he did. He's either leaving us for Luton. It's unsure at the moment whether it's Luton or whether it'll be a situation with Sheffield United. Evening, Lewisborough. Hope you're well. If you can't tell by my voice, I'm slowly dying right here. But fingers crossed we'll be alright. Fingers crossed we'll survive. I said I'm streaming every day in January. The only way I'm not streaming is if I die. What is our player? What? Do you mean Robinson? I'm assuming that's who you mean. So is he leaving us? Potentially. It all depends on what else goes on and injuries and stuff like that. Because let's put it this way, right? If Derby County want to register Fraulo, one player's got to go anyway, probably Curtis Nelson. But then if you want to continue to improve the squad, you've got to look at other players like Ebo Adams, like Caden Jackson, Corey Blackett-Taylor, who maybe aren't getting the game time and aren't having a big impact on the squad, and they will then move out, if that makes sense. Leeds, I say rest set of Straw, Magiman, Clark and Sanderson. Well, I recorded my preview video this morning. It goes out on Friday, I think. I recorded my preview this morning. The team I've selected is literally the backup 11, even with O'Donnell going in goal, because we're what's it called? We just need to rest everybody. There's no point playing Adjumang. There's no point playing Brewster. No point playing Clark. The only real sort of first choice player I can see getting minutes is probably Lewis Travis, if I was in charge anyway. But then obviously you've got the situation where obviously we've got positions that need filling. Don't tell me Nelson's going. I think he will be. It sounds as if he's going to Bolton or Huddersfield, but we'll wait and see on that one. It is just a forum rumour at the moment. I reckon in the summer we'll need a whole new bench and squad rebuild. Yeah, we've got a fair few out of contract and stuff this summer, so we're going to have to replace them. I say that you'll score around about 10 goals this season. Maybe. Robinson won't score 10. He's not that sort of player. How did Vickers get injured? I've got no idea, to be honest. It will have been something in training. I don't even know what the injury is, to be honest with you. If we play how we played against Wrexham, we won't stand a chance against Leeds. I don't think we stand a chance against Leeds anyway, to be honest. We're not that good. I think it's better if Lebu goes. We have Travis, who's a better captain and player. Yeah, Are you the DCFC banter page on Insta? No, I'm the Derby Digest. Or I think it's Derby Digest on Insta. That's who I am. Want Fraulo to get minutes. I'd love to see Fraulo get minutes on Sunday. I don't think he will, though. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Fraulo plays for the 21s tomorrow. The 21s have a game, as long as it isn't called off. Let me just find out who it's against. Give me a second, chat. I'm fucking dying here, by the way, chat. Absolutely dying. The under-21s play Sheffield United at the Impact tomorrow. I think he might play that game. Grass is green. You feeling alright, Everett? Your voice a bit deeper, mate. I'm fucking dying. I'm genuinely dying. Would you play the same team in the next championship match? Not particularly. I think the team we've been playing needs a lot of work. I think we're quite a poor side, to be quite honest. Play Ozo tomorrow? Maybe. That's a shout, actually. Yeah, the 21s play the 6th, the 9th, and then don't play till the 16th. So it wouldn't surprise me if Fraulo got minutes in one of them. Who would you take out the team? Me personally, I'd go to a back four. I'd go 4-3-3. I'd go Zetterstrom in goal, Ward, Langas, Clark, Elder. I'd go midfield 3 of Travis, then Thompson and Clark ahead. I'd go on the right, I'd go Brewster. On the left, I'd go Adji, and as the 9, I'd go Selverson. No Sanderson, no, not in a 3, not in a 2. Sorry. Play Johnston tomorrow. I'm not sure if he's even training, so I'm surviving, Jakub, bro. I'm surviving. I am surviving. I'm not surviving well. How you doing, Derby Edits, bro? Welcome in, my kid. Welcome in. How are you feeling this morning? You're just a small club in Nottingham. Who's a small club in Nottingham? Because we're not in Nottingham. We're not in Nottingham. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Unless something's changed overnight, we are not in Nottingham. But we'll wait and see. We're surviving here. We are literally just surviving. Let's see if there's anything flapping about. Did you used to have Erin Cashin? Yeah, he came through our academy, bro. Came through our academy. Yes, big man, you reckon BBD is going back? He's been getting a lot of stick, didn't celebrate when he scored. He actually shushed the fans for literally about 0.5 seconds. He started shushing the fans. So it's an interesting one. I'd probably send him back, but it'll depend on what we do in terms of bringing in new players. Did you used to have cash in? Yes, we did. He was good for us, but it seems like he's a completely different player now. Who else came to cover me for? No idea. How you doing, Richard? Who shushed the fans? It was Diaz, Ben Brereton Diaz. What do people see in Travis? Welcome in Bizzle, bro. Welcome in Milo. What do people see in Travis? Can't pass a ball and his position play is dreadful. He actually made some unbelievable passes yesterday, to be honest. Even while I'm still heading to Luton, that seems to be the rumour at the moment. Appreciate the heart, Kizar. Welcome in. Who do you reckon Pompey should sign? Literally anybody. Pompey stink. Forest own Derby. Okay, bro. I'm glad he didn't deserve stick, even if he was ass. Fair enough. I'm happy with the way the season's going. There's been progression. Eustace only 12 months in. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I've got a video coming out in a couple of days about my thoughts on the situation at the moment, with it being a bit of a break. Travis's class. I like Travis personally. All right, Lewis. Any incomings we might see in the next week or so? Nothing seems close, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Fraulo sort of dropped on us out of nowhere, to be honest. Lewis, what are your thoughts on the game yesterday? Poor, to be honest. I thought we were very poor. We started slowly, got into the game, and then sort of got hit against the run of play, to be fair. How long have you been live for? Only about 20 minutes. No matter how many goals he scores, I will always not like him. I said I'd chat when he joined that he was. Yeah, he did actually. Thought we were shocking yesterday. First half was alright, second half was shot. I thought we were shocking altogether, to be fair. Thoughts on Amarin's sack? After his press the other day, I'm not surprised. Lewis, you sound so ill. I'm dying. I'm genuinely just surviving here. That's all I'm doing here. I'm genuinely surviving. Nelson, too good to lose. I wouldn't say too good to lose, but he's certainly a player that can offer something. But we also need to add players that can offer something in forward positions. So we'll sort of have to see. How long you're live for? Honestly, until I feel like my voice is about to die. Because I need to try and make sure that I can still stream. Thoughts about Eustace? I've got a video coming out about that. I think I'm going to annoy a few people with it. It's not necessarily that I have an issue with Eustace. It's more the way we're playing and the way we're doing things, if that makes sense. Why do Forest fans keep commenting? They're only boosting the stream. They can comment as much as they want for me. Where are they going? Nelson looks to be going Bolton or Huddersfield. Ibu has interest from Sheffield United and Luton Town. We always seem to start slow, worrying about. Yeah, I agree. Glad Rooney gone back to you. He was shit for us. I hope he figures himself out, because he's out of contract with us in the summer, and that is a poor place to be. Happy for Brereton Diaz, but would still send him back. Yeah, I'd probably send him back too, to be honest. Welcome in, Ethan. How you doing, bro? I think Jackson, Ibu, Diaz, Clark out. Clark won't go anywhere. The other three, potentially. Forest, don't blame the losses on players. It's always the ref's fault. Can we do that as well, then? Always take our rejects. Who does? We need to sign creative players in midfield. I don't disagree. But we also need a proper sitter. What's going on with Jackson? Weren't Lincoln interested? Yes. I personally think it will only happen if we can get someone to replace him in the 25-man, to be honest. But we'll wait and see on that one. Ibu won't go Sheffield. I don't think he will either, to be honest. Thoughts on the two sackings today? Not surprised by either. Celtic look an absolute mess. And United are obviously a mess. Ignore the little Tin Pot Forest fans. Imagine doing a pitch invasion because you avoided relegation. Joke for the club. Completely agree. Think Rooney will spend the rest of the season with a B team, then leave on a free? Yeah, that's what I'm expecting to be fair. Are you trying to get Diamond? There's rumoured interest, but nothing confirmed in terms of bids or anything like that. When Matt Clark has the ball, he's in no man's land. Do you know, the best part of the game on Saturday was when Matt Clark played that pass through to Diaz, and all I thought was, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. I hope, do you know, you guys, there's 27 of you on TikTok, there's 24 of you on YouTube. Put one in the chat if you watch my match day vlog on the Derby Digest. Put one in the chat if you watched it. If only Rooney didn't do his ACL. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go on, get in the ones in the chat. We love that. We love that. I heard Slot could be gone by the end. Yeah, I've seen that as well. I'm not shocked about that, though. I think CBT should start more games. I don't disagree. Kenzo should have been given more time to adapt. 100%. Can't see Luton sealing Ibu. It'll all depend on the finances, to be fair. There's only a few Forest fans in here, to be honest. There is. If Rooney didn't do his ACL, he'd be our starting right centre half right now. Guarantee it. Nelson should start. Do you know something? I'm not opposed to Nelson starting, but I think he's on the way out, to be honest. Appreciate the gifts, Millie. Hey, Lewis, hope you're doing okay. Evening, everyone. Hope you're feeling better soon, Lewis. Rams are doing okay. Where I hoped we'd be. Yeah, we're pretty much where I anticipated we'd be, to be honest. But I want a little bit more. It's not that I'm worried. It's more the way that we've lost, to be honest. That's my issue with the way we've lost some of the games. No way Chelsea, Liverpool and United all sat their manager in 1 week. That would be mental. Could happen. Lewis, my cousin didn't even end up taking a pen at half-time yesterday. Don't know why. Fair enough. We'll be honest, I only watched half your match day vlog. I literally started talking to the camera for you, bro. I'm joking, I'm joking. I was dying, dude, being proper poorly. It was meant to go Neptune, but just ended up going to the match and crashing out when I got... Oh, don't worry. I was supposed to stream when I got back. I absolutely crashed. Is Fraulo going to play next game? I wouldn't anticipate it, if I'm honest. Are we interested in USA left back? Yeah, Bello. I'm not quite sure how you say it. Lewis, did you see versus goal Liverpool? I thought it was clearly off. I did too, to be fair. I want to keep Rooney, the lad is class. The problem with Rooney is he's now at the age where he needs to be registered, and if Eustace doesn't trust him, he's not going to register him, so he won't play him. Can Fraulo play Leeds if he was really needed? I know he's on that programme. I think if he needs to, if he really needs to, I think he could play, but I don't think he will. We're inside the Forest fans' heads. They follow us everywhere. They miss us. Yes, they do. Yeah, I've got my Leeds tickets. Got them ages ago. I loved Rooney in League One. Yeah, Rooney was brilliant in League One. Then picked up that injury. It sort of ruined him. What's going on with Ibu? Looks as if he could potentially be leaving. But we're going to have to wait and see sort of how that progresses. Derby are trash. Cheers, bro. Is Travis a poor signing? I don't think Travis is a poor signing personally. I quite like Lewis Travis. I thought he was excellent on Saturday. What day was it? Sunday. I thought Travis was brilliant. So we'll have to wait and see. Is Morris expected back next month? I'm pretty sure it's towards the end of February. Yeah. Any transfer signings? There's a lot of rumours. Nothing really concrete at the moment. Is he coming to Luton? That's one of the rumours. With Ibu, you've got Luton Town and Sheffield United as the two rumours. What is your thoughts on BBD as I'm a Saints fan? He's been absolutely dire, to be completely honest. He works hard, and don't get me wrong, I'll always give a player praise for working hard, but he is absolutely terrible. We need Travis to get fitted in and be in our captain. Yeah, I agree. Travis came on yesterday, and literally, I'm pretty sure the first thing he did was get in the referee's face, which we haven't seen for ages. Lewis, apparently Steve McLaren was at the game against Middlesbrough on New Year's Day. Crazy. Yeah, well, is very good with John Eustace. He mentors him and has done since Eustace went into coaching. So that doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Seeing Liverpool set to sack Klopp by the end of the week. Yeah, a couple of people have mentioned that. Not entirely sure on whether it's the right decision for Liverpool, to be honest. I think we made them subs too early on Sunday. No, I think we should have made them earlier, to be fair. I wouldn't have been shocked if we'd have come out the break with four subs, to be honest. Is Nelson joining Bolton? That appears to be one of the rumours that's going around in the minute. Lewis, get off live, go rest. I'm not going to be on for I'm not going to be on for ages. Don't worry, bro. Lol, that sly move to the goalie. Yeah. Appreciate the follow, Lottie. Travis came on, looked good against tired players. Yeah, but you could say the same about Liam Thompson when he came on against Leicester and stuff like that. Get Diaz out of the club. He might go, he might not. I appreciate what Eustace has done, but I'd let him go at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure he's contracted until the end of 27, so you're going to have to wait for that one. Getting battered in the cup? Yeah, probably. Langas and Aji look knackered, agree. Thompson isn't good enough, I agree. Lewis just seen a report from reliable source. When I say reliable, I use them for loads of transfers. Leo Messi is set to sign for Liverpool, but I'm keeping my sources. That'd be interesting. That'd be a very interesting move, personally. Clark has to be rested. I think he will. You coming next Sunday for Leeds? Yes, I am. Blackett Taylor over Diaz? Yeah. The games are so hard to watch. Yes, they are. What formation do you think we should play? I think we should play 4-3-3, but I don't think we have the right amount of numbers in midfield to do that, if that makes sense. I don't think we have the fullbacks either, to be honest. Ibu was a League One player. He gives 100%, but Championship is just a step too high. Yeah, I agree. There's a few players in the squad like that. Thompson's positioning is shy. Yeah. I also think the way we're playing doesn't help. We need 3 in midfield. Get overrun every game. We do. What players would you want to see join Derby? Literally anybody. We're a bit shite at the moment. Don't know why Tomo's still starting. Was awful yesterday. Tomo is starting because he's rated higher than Ibu, personally. Ajimanga's been our worst player for the last 3 games. Need a rest. Yeah, I agree on that. Sitting in -6, watching Derby versus Leeds. Oh, don't. I'm going to freeze my bollocks off. That's going to be an absolute joke. Ozo set to be back for Sunday. How do you feel? I don't think he'll start, although it would be a good game for him to start, to be fair. When's Morris back? End of Feb, I think. Going to be sitting in -4, watching Leeds smash us 4-0. Yeah, that's the vibe. But at least I'll get a good match day vlog out of it. Luton can get better than Ibu Adams. So can we. I'm doing a career mode for Derby. Can you give me some realistic signings? Anyone who's about 5 rated. Have I missed any transfers coming or going? Nothing's been confirmed. There's just a lot of rumours at the moment. Wanted to leave early. It was bloody freezing. Yeah, you're not wrong. Mbappe. Yeah, get Mbappe. That's realistic. If any of you have been watching my Man United save on FM, on the main channel on YouTube, you'll know I've just spent an absolute ton on getting a deal done. I'm a steward for Pride Park. So is my father-in-law, to be fair. He is. What's happening with Curtis? Looks as if he's heading out. It does. Looks as if he's heading out. I can't believe how cold it is, you know. It's an absolute joke. It's absolutely killing me. I need my voice back consistently. I've recorded so much today as well, because if I get ill, I want to make sure I've still got videos coming out. How you doing, Footy Journo, bro? How are you doing? Would you take 2 million for Adams? If we got offered 2 million, absolutely. His name's Dave. Lewis, you massively overspent on Dembele? Yes, I did. I know. You had to get it done, though. Had to get it done. Was there yesterday? Our centre midfield was non-existent. Do you know what? I thought Bobby Clark had an unbelievable game, but I thought on a defensive standpoint, we were fucking absolutely dire. Big Pat's tired. He's got lots more coaching to go through to get him through championship fixtures. Yeah, he's a bit lightweight for me. He thinks everything's a foul. It's -3 right now. Hang on. Let me see what it is here. Give me a sec. Where I am right now, it's 2-2. It is. It's -2. Not 2-2. Is Bobby Clark staying or going? At the moment, he's staying. But we will wait and see what happens with that. At the moment, he's staying though. The hate on Adams is wild. You would let him go for free. I don't think he's that valuable, in all honesty, because he's such a restricted player. You go back to school tomorrow. Unlucky, pal. Clark was class, but our only pattern play is lump. Yeah, it is, 100%. You from Derby? Yes, bro. Was I wrong? No, you wasn't, but you're a wanker, Ben. That's all I have to say. You can't be telling me that Derby are going to lose. It makes me angry. Just like Langas up front, go for it. We wasted money on Yates. Can't see us doing the same with Ebu. Maybe. Honestly, don't get all the hype for Ebu. He gives 100%. Defo not a good player. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. That's my opinion on it. He gives it all, but he's a bit poor. I'm from Derby, says -3. Mine says -2, alright. You going Preston away? No. Stoke are better. Stoke are a brilliant side this year. I think Bobby Clark made a bad decision passing it to Jackson instead of shooting. Yeah. Bobby Clark in the first half, if he'd have put that ball an inch to whatever side it was, goal, bang. You're sorry, are you, Ben? Good lad. That's what I like to hear. Lewis was watching back some of your old live streams earlier. I used to talk some right shit in this chat. Yeah, you did. But so does everybody, to be fair. Took over an hour to get home yesterday. I'm lucky I got picked up, so I was alright. Langas could be turned into a holding midfielder. Do you know what? He's got the technical ability to do so, but I don't know if his head swivels that much, to be fair. The Langas who kept giving the ball away. To be fair, that's probably because he's been told to hoof it long. I don't understand why we don't play through the middle. I'm hoping that once we get Travis back and stuff, I'm hoping that we'll start playing through the middle again and getting things going. But we will wait and see what happens. Missing Morris massively. Massively. What shit did I used to say in this chat then? Honestly, everyone's chatted shit. Didn't one of your loanies get recalled? Oh no, we sent back Owen Beck because he tore his hamstring playing for the 21s a couple of weeks ago. He didn't get recalled. He never actually made an appearance for us, which is even worse. He was at fault for the second. Yeah, it was a brilliant goal though. Where that crap player Blackett Taylor, he came off the bench and did all right. You know, I think he did all right. Do you rate Danny Bart? I think he's decent. Is Nelson coming Bolton? That seems to be the rumour, to be fair. It's always when we have more possession. Yeah, we need to stop playing 4-3-3. Need Morris and Ozo back. Blackett Taylor played on the left, but I'm sure we played Blackett Taylor at left back. It was the weirdest situation in my life. I'm not gonna lie. We can't keep relying on Morris. I agree. I hope so. We need him. We need a lot of things, to be honest. Don't know why Beck news was only announced yesterday. We all knew he was going back to Liverpool. I think they had to wait till a certain day for it to actually be announced because of the contract. I think because most clubs put a date when you have to make a decision by. I'm pretty sure. Have you heard we're looking at a lone striker for a replacement for Morris? Yeah, there's a couple of murmurs going around, but nothing concrete. Let's put it that way. I was shocked when Eustace made a quadruple change. Yeah, me too. Our defence is shit. It is. It's very, very poor. It is very poor. There's a fair few murmurs though about strikers and stuff like that, but there's no actual names coming. When Ozo Morris back and other players, we will start getting results. Yeah, imagine if you add back Max Johnston, add back Carlton Morris, add back David Ozo, and stuff like that. We're a completely different team, in my opinion anyway. Rotten luck, we signed a striker who actually bags and he gets injured. Welcome to Derby County, that's all I have to say. I've heard Leeds United are interested in Morris. I don't think they really need him, to be fair. I thought you lot talk shit about Diaz, but the guy scored. Yeah, he was awful though. Apart from the goal, he did nothing. We look more alive with them. Yeah, we do. We look a much better team with Ozo and Morris. Sorry, I have to keep wetting my throat, otherwise I'll die here. I literally just keel over and my life will end live on stream. No, I thought he played okay after the goal. In fairness, bloke needs confidence. I don't know. I thought he was quite anonymous up until the goal, and I thought it was anonymous after it, to be honest. He works hard, but the South Stand tweeted about Morris going to Leeds on Twitter a few weeks ago. I can't see it happening personally. What flavour was that tango? Cherry, Ben. How you doing, Kai, bro? How you doing? Yeah, whenever Derby get a good striker, they have to get injured. I remember back to Chris Martin, and Chris Martin used to get injured fucking every single time we got to the second half of the season. He'd drop. Do Just genuinely imagine if your life ended on stream. That would be crazy, because someone would have to smash a window to get me, to try and survive me, revive me, whatever the word is. But I'm probably gonna die. I've got a few episodes of the United save that I need to record tomorrow, and I've got some F1 videos I need to record, and maybe an AFL video. But fucking hell, I'm gonna do as little as possible for the rest of the week, if I'm honest. Do you do this full time? Pretty much. Cough bottling it, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Lewis, how do I sign intermediaries? You don't. The player has to have interest in them for you to be able to use them. If a player has interest, you can use an intermediary to sell the player. Lads, is it okay if I become the Forest manager on FA and relegate them? Yes, you can do that. I'd love Cop to bottle it. Fair play. I don't think Cop will bottle it, to be fair. By the way, guys, we're absolutely cooking on the digest. Absolutely cooking up a storm. We are absolutely cooking. We're on 418 subscribers on the digest. 418. Which is nuts, considering we only started posting on there in November. If we can turn some of these draws into wins, playoffs could still happen. I'm not worried about playoffs. I just want us to be pretty solid. I just want us to be pretty solid in the league. Ben, let Derby beat them. Exactly. Derby Digest is getting digested by the Derby Digest. Exactly. Can you do the sub goal thing on the Derby Digest again? Yeah, we will do. Like, when we get loads of people in the stream, that's what we'll do. Our defence has been wank recently. It has. We're not good enough this year. If we go behind, we can't break teams down. We're not great. Before recent games, do you think there's a reason BBD has been getting game time? I personally believe there's a clause in his contract that he has to play a certain amount of minutes. Doing a certain amount of minutes over the course of the loan spell. I think he's probably hit the quota now, which means we can start to mess about with him, if that makes sense. I'm not doing great in my Derby FM save in League One after getting relegated last season. Bloody hell, Richard, bro. You need to sort that out. Has Gil unfollowed you yet? I don't believe so. Kai, don't worry. Easy 6 points. Exactly. But we will wait and see what happens. I'm not going to be live for much longer, because otherwise I will slowly and painfully die. We've already got loads of people in the chat. 27 in the chat at the time of me writing this. Do the sub goal thing again now. Right, okay. We'll do the last few minutes of the stream on doing a sub goal. Hang on. We'll do the last few minutes on stream as sub goal. Give me a sec, chat. Let me load up the counter. Do I think he will go? Yeah, probably. Whether it happens now or in the summer, I'm not entirely sure. You lost to Wrexham. Yeah, we did. It wasn't great. It wasn't a great afternoon. Let's put it that way. It was not a great afternoon. It was cold and we stunk. Hang on. Let me just move. What is going on? What the hell is going on here? What's going on here? Breakfast. Hang on. TikTok can see my Streamlabs. Right, boys and girls. Boys and girls, we have 8. Apparently, we're linked to Smodix from Ipswich. There's nothing concrete on that. Can't let him go for now. He's a fighter. Why we die? I'm not very well, to be fair. Right, guys. I'm not very well. There's 8 of you in TikTok. There's 26 of you in YouTube. If you have not done so already, make sure you head on over to the Derby Digest YouTube channel. Can we hit 420 before the stream ends today? Can we hit 420? I'm still open to conversation in regards to Derby County's transfer window. So if you want to do that, make sure you hit that follow button. Now, whoever the wanker is that has just unsubscribed, you can get to fuck. If you have subscribed, our game was called off. Yeah, I saw that. If you do subscribe, let me know in the chat. and you will get a shout out. But the fact that we've just lost a subscriber tells me that we've got some stinky people in the chat. That's what it tells me. We have some stinkers in the chat. But boys and girls, make sure you go and hit that subscribe button over on the Derby Digest YouTube channel. It is an absolute blinding YouTube channel. We talk all about Derby County, transfer news, reviews, match day vlogs, all things like that. I've gone down. Have I gone down? Oh, in terms of subs, yes. Some wanker unsubscribed. That's what happens. That is what happens. There we go. Proper stickers. I can't lie, Lewis, for unsubbing. Do you know what? We don't do this unsubbing game, you know. We don't do that. Boys and girls, there we go. There's 419. Can we get 420 before we end this live? Can we do a 420 blaze it before we go? Come on, boys and girls. There's 24 of you in the chat. I know that some of you aren't subscribed to the Digest. We've got 3,000 people on this YouTube channel. I know that you're not all subscribed, and I know that all of you subscribe to this channel for Derby County content. So make sure you head on over there. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this season, I am absolutely cooking. Come on, Lewis, it was me who unsubscribed, thought it would be funny. See, that is why we don't keep the thing on screen. That is why. Here we go then. We are 1 subscriber away. Can we do it before the stream ends? Boys and girls, can you go and hit that subscribe button on the Derby Digest? It is linked in the description of the YouTube chat. Proper stinker, that is. Exactly. Proper stinker. When we hit 420, I will cry on stream and run away. That is what will happen. When we hit 420, you guys just wait and see what happens. We will be dancing on the table. We'll be dancing on the chairs. Can you guys do it? Come on. We're on 419 now. I'm begging you. I'm joking. It was me who kept on subscribing to the formation like yesterday as well. You wanker. Go on, Monty, telling people to sub. That's what we want to see. Boys and girls, the Derby Digest on YouTube. We've gone back down. Oh, this is no good. We've got another 15 minutes to hit 420. All I want to do is blaze it. We've got another 15 minutes to hit 420. Can we do it? You can do it if you B&Q it. Where's my B&Q advert at? Where's my B&Q advert? Come on, boys and girls. We've got 7 people in the TikTok, 8 people in the TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to the Derby Digest. Make sure you get that subscription in. We talk all transfers. We're fucking lost another one. You see, it ain't working today. We've not got enough people in chat. We've not got enough people in chat to get this going. That's what's going on here. I think we need a left back and a new striker. Brewster's good, but not a goal scorer. Absolutely. Being clue included paid promotion. I don't know what you're on about. I wish it was paid promotion. See you later, Jimmy bro. Have a good evening, even though your name's Richard, not Jimmy. I'll try and get better. I'll still be on stream tomorrow. I could not give a flying toss. Do you know what I mean? Come on. Come on. We're 2 away from 420. When we hit 420, we'll blaze it and absolutely disappear. And then I can go sleep. Go on, Will. Will, are you subscribed to the Digest, bro? Come on, Will. Tell me you're subscribed to the Digest. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear you tell me you're subscribed to the Digest. That is what I want to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 27 people in the YouTube chat. We've been talking about transfers for 45 minutes. If you want more transfer news, you want to look at the Derby Digest YouTube channel. We posted a video around 3 o'clock today discussing Ibu Adams and Curtis Nelson and what could be happening with them over the course of the next few weeks as we hit 419. Do we have 420 in the chat? Can we get 420 going? We have 27 of you on live right now. Come on, boys and girls. Come on. Tap in. You've got to tap into the Derby Digest. You know it's the place to be. You know it's the place to be. Go on, Will. Congratulations for hitting that subscribe button. You have just done an absolute incredible thing, Will. Don't you forget it. Derby County and the Derby Digest is going absolutely rocketing this upcoming season. So make sure you've all hit that subscribe button. We need one more subscriber. One more subscriber, and then I can go and die in bed, have a hot chocolate, and go to sleep. How you doing, Joe, bro? Joe, are you subscribed to the Derby Digest channel? If you have not, we're trying to hit 420 subscribers before today's stream ends. Can you do it for me? Can you hit that button? You know you want to. Everybody knows they want to. We're sat here with 28 people concurrently watching this stream. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, you go and hit that sub button on the Derby Digest. Yes, I'm on my knees. I'm begging. We can hit 420 today. I know we can do it. I know. How have we gone from too many strikers to wanting one? Because everybody gets injured, and Sanderson is a bit stinky, and Ajimang isn't that great either. I know that the 24 people that we've got in the YouTube stream aren't all subscribed to the Derby Digest, so they better go over and do it now. You sound a bit under the weather, exactly the same as me. Yeah, mate, I'm honestly, I'm cooked. Once we hit 420 subscribers, I'm disappearing. Once we hit that, I am disappearing. We're just one sub away right now. One sub away. I wish I had a channel that I could go and subscribe on. Do you know what I mean? That would make my life well easy, because then I could just go to bed. Going to bed is the dream. That's what we want to do right now. We want to go to bed. Come on, guys. You know what to do. You can do it if you be and queue it. That's what you can do. We're waiting. We're waiting on you all. There's 5 people in the TikTok. There we go. That is 420. That is time for me to go to bed. Let's put it that way. That is time for me to go to bed. Let me turn this off. Let me pull that up. We should get Elfie May. Nah, I don't think so. He's a League One striker, that. Right then, guys. Thank you so much for being with me for the last 50 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you. Unfortunately, as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm a little bit cooked. So I'm going to be heading off, not doing a long stream today. Hopefully tomorrow we can do a little bit longer. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better. But thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done so already, hit like, hit comment, subscribe, hit the follow button if you are on TikTok or Twitch. And hopefully we can get things going a little bit better over the course of the next few days. I've got a brilliant idea for a GTA online series, and there's a couple of lads in the Discord that are getting involved in that as well. So we're going to get that done soon enough as well. Night Tomato, bro. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you. I will catch you all later. We'll say goodbye to the TikTok first. See you later, TikTok. Have a good evening. And then we're going to say goodbye to the YouTube stream. Apologies for the lack of energy and all that jazz, but as you can probably tell, it is not particularly a great evening right now. So we'll see what happens. But if you haven't done so already, hit like, hit comment, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.